Hello, puzzle besties. So that is Javi's Puzzle Odysseys opening line, and there's a reason that I'm borrowing his line. I will talk more about Javi a bit later. I wanted to say hi from Jigsaw Geek and to talk about doing this monstrously difficult Frankenstein puzzle from Mondo. Now, this is a beautiful box, and this is one of those puzzle boxes that I'm absolutely not going to throw away. This one is keeping because I have a Universal Monsters, be Talk Pretty One Day, Universal Monsters collection. And so this is definitely going into the collection. Now, when you open up the box is also really nice. It's got art around the side. And then it's got this really nice poster. I think this is the second or third Mondo puzzle I've done. And I'm going to have to say that while originally I thought Mondo was a premium puzzle, which it says right here. Actually, the piece quality wasn't bad, but the pieces could be easily bent, or especially the backs could be easily bent. This is what the puzzle looks like when it's completed. I am going to show off this a little bit later. I'm going to go ahead and show the time lapse. Now you're going to see that I only did up to a certain point on time lapse, and that's because this puzzle was so difficult. It was taking me so much time that I really didn't feel like filming all the hours that it took me to do this. But let me go ahead and show the time lapse. So here we go. So I'm piece sorting, and I'm actually sorting by color this time, which I don't normally do. But, you know, there's so many blacks and reds. And then putting the border together, I don't normally have to piece sort. But as you could see, I had to do that. And I had to go piece by piece and just join them one by one. It was a process, but as you could see, I eventually got it done. And then I started on doing I believe the actors' names, and there's writing on both sides, and at the top, as you could see, the bottom, and then the actors' names on both sides. I actually always like doing letters. I think that's a really fun part of the puzzle and a really great way to start, and so you could see that. You know, I banged those out and then, you know, was able to attach them to both sides. And then comes the part that is not as difficult as the other two parts, but putting together the image of Dr. Frankenstein in his laboratory and, you know, both sides. This is actually really a fun part of the puzzle to make up for the part of the puzzle that is coming next. So in the time lapse, you can tell that I stopped right where it was getting to the really difficult parts. So I had to do the red of the face, and of course I focused on where there was black to help me out, but even this was really difficult, and there were so many red pieces, but of course not as many black. And then of course you had all of these black pieces with red inside of it, and you know that went down here as well. And so it was difficult, but of course the worst part was doing all the black, where I had to really shape sort. And you know, I was just picking one piece and going over and over, or I'd pick one spot and I would put every single piece until I got one, until I was able to get this puzzle finished. So this puzzle was very challenging, but I'm sure you would agree that it was definitely worth it, because look how beautiful this puzzle is and this image. I'll go ahead and show the back. My cat is like, what are you doing with this? Are you going to hit me with it? And so you can see this is how I glued it together with the little glue sheets. So would I recommend this only if you know, like a challenging, torturous puzzle? But if you're a fan of, you know, something like this, then you should absolutely do this. But just know that it is going to be a puzzle in the true sense of the word. But when you're done, you're going to have this, you know, this just beautiful puzzle. Now, my next puzzle, I was originally going to do another art puzzle. I wanted to go ahead and do that. But in my last video, I got a haul from a puzzle exchange. And I was actually going to do the next puzzle as just kind of a palate cleanser and then bring it back to the puzzle exchange and get, for somebody else. But Javi said that he would like to do this puzzle. So even though it's not Christmas, I am doing this 500 piece puzzle next. Take me a couple of hours, and then I'm going to send it to Javi because he said he would like it. And I want to do this now so that I could send it to him and he would have it in time for Christmas in case he wants to do it for Christmas. Now this is a Springbok puzzle, and the pieces are going to be really fun and interesting, and I really like that. Javi, or anybody who would ever like to get in contact with me, I'll put my email at the bottom, but it's dmolinero33@hotmail.com. You can go ahead and send me an email, and Javi, send me your address, and then I will send you this for sure. I will repeat this in my next video when I will show off the making of this puzzle. Once again, I was a little disappointed in the piece quality. I think the first time that I did a Mondo puzzle, I wasn't very experienced with puzzles, and I thought that it was, like really, really premium. But I would say that the quality of the pieces are mid-level, although I certainly didn't have any problems with pieces going together or false fits or any of that. These puzzles are definitely worth buying. Now, I know when Mondo sells puzzles initially, I think they're $40, and they do go out of print. And I actually bought this puzzle on a sale, and I think I paid $15 for it. I think that's the perfect price for a beautiful puzzle like this. But then when they go out of print, on the after sale market for a puzzle like this, it can go really high. That's up to you to decide. If you like what you saw in this video, though, you probably will have to buy this on the secondhand market. As always, I really want to thank all of you for the support, and any comments that you have are greatly, greatly appreciated.